Hi everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a different reading. And I just kind of want to do a little bit of a, 5-minute chat before I get started. So if you guys don't want to listen to it, no problem, just go ahead and fast forward. But I just wanted to basically explain what brought me to this twin flame journey. I think that what we resonate with is what we tend to channel sometimes, or at least that's what it's like for me. So I have always wanted to help others that are going through a hard time. It's just naturally in me to be a healer in that way, or counsel people in that way. Not that I have any credentials or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is that I know that there's a lot of people on this journey that are in that pain, the pain of separation. So I really am able to tap into that because that's what I resonate with. And so a lot of my readings are channeling for those twin flame divine feminines that are in separation. And so it kind of takes away from some of the divine masculines out there that might be watching, because I'm not necessarily channeling divine feminine information. I'm really channeling that divine masculine information of the people that they're in separation with, or the karmic relationships that the divine masculines are in. But that's where a lot of the concern is, and that's where a lot of the confusion and the pain is within this community. At least that's my experience, okay? And so I am trying to somewhat create a support system for those divine feminines that are out there that are really struggling. But what actually is bringing me to this particular reading today is because I actually got a comment on one of my videos just within the last couple of days, I believe. And it wasn't negative at all, but it was just stating the fact that this person is not really in that state. So they couldn't really not that they couldn't resonate with the reading, but they weren't really in that state of longing or denial of what the connection was. They weren't really struggling. And even if there was a little bit of a struggle there for them, they're being guided to not move on. They're being guided to wait. They're being guided to the next step, that their union is coming. And so what about those people? What about those people that don't necessarily need to go on into any other experiences with other people? What if the universe, or they're getting that divine guidance not to move on, not to take that next step with a soulmate or another karmic relationship or whatever that may be? What if the universe is stopping them from actually coming together with new people and experiences because they're supposed to be waiting for their twin flame, because union is just about ready to occur? So the last thing that I want to do is encourage those people that this message resonates with, or those people that are aligned with that way of thinking right now. The last thing that I want to do is discourage anybody from waiting for their twin flame connection, not to wait for the union and to move on with someone else in the meantime. Also, another thing too is I had someone say, isn't it wrong to experience things or have a relationship with another individual when you know it's not really what that's meant for you? Isn't that like using someone? And that was actually a really good question too. And for me, the way that I'm going to answer it, which might not even match up with some of you guys out there, is that I don't necessarily look at anything as using anyone. I think it's just about the intentions of the heart of the person, okay? So I know that my intentions are in a good spot. So even if I haven't met up with my twin flame yet, that doesn't mean that I'm going to rob myself of the experiences that life has to offer me and all the lessons that I'm going to learn in this lifetime with other people and grow as a soul. I'm not going to cut myself off from those experiences because of this twin flame connection. You will come together with your twin flame when the timing is right, when the timing is divine, when it's supposed to occur, okay? But while you're in separation, my thought process on it is that you don't want to stop living your life. You don't want to rob yourself of those rich experiences. And especially when you have know that your twin flame is living their lives. And it's, again, not a tit for tat, like you're doing it because they're doing it. It's not about that energy, but they're continuing to grow. You need to continue to grow. And that's what the message is that I'm constantly trying to put out there. It's not about fuck your twin flame, he's doing this, he's doing that. That's not necessarily what it's about. But there are some people that are in that headspace to where they really almost need to get angry in order to move on. Okay, so I'm trying to tailor a lot of the information that I channel to just a wide variety of people. I know it's not going to match up with everybody out there, and I know it's not going to even resonate with everybody out there, but I am trying to speak to so many different people with so many different messages that are for them, that Spirit is giving me. So I'm just trying to do, I guess I'm just trying to do the best that I can do, you know? Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. So the purpose of this particular reading is we're not going to concentrate on the divine masculine that is in a karmic relationship. We're not going to concentrate on the divine masculine that's all fucked up and, can't get his shit together. We're not going to do that on this reading, okay? This reading is actually specifically tailored. And I asked Spirit before I shuffled these cards, and they started popping out everywhere, giving us answers. This is designed for those twin flames that are coming back into union in 2018. Now, I don't know when in 2018. Spirit doesn't work that way for me, okay? It doesn't give an exact time. And sometimes it just gives a straight up, hell no, you're not meant to know at this time. I didn't get that, but I just don't know when the exact time is for 2018. But this is for people that sometime in 2018 that they will be coming back into union with their twin flame. Now, whether that union will be forever, again, that is also unknown. But to me, throughout this reading here and the messages that came through, is very positive of what's going to be transpiring and taking place when you come back together with your twin flame. All right. So these are for you that want to wait it out. These are for those people that aren't interested in anybody else, that they don't even care about. It's not even about that. They're holding that special place. They're holding that sacred place within themselves in a healthy way for their twin flame. And these are the people that are going to be coming back into union. Wow, that was 7 minutes long. Sorry, not 5. Okay, so now we're just going to jump right into it. So now we know what we're working with here. So I asked Spirit specifically where the divine masculine was right now in his headspace, where he is currently at, what lessons he has learned, what he's mastering, what he might still be struggling with. So we're using the Osho Zen Tarot today, and that's just a beautiful deck with a lot of spiritual messages. So this first card here is called the Inner Voice card, also known as the High Priestess in traditional tarot. But here we can see this is somebody who is just mastering their intuition. They're really listening to that inner voice. And so what I'm getting for the divine masculine is that he is really starting to pay attention. But I'm also getting the message too that whatever messages that you're sending to him in the 5D or through dream work or just with your thoughts while you're just sitting here, okay, he's receiving that information. He might not know, he might not get it, he might not understand it at the time when it comes to him, but you are definitely penetrating him with your beautiful white healing light. You are sending him something and he is receiving it, and you are actually helping him grow. You're helping him to be able to tap into that inner voice so he can start using that as a guide rather than listening to the ego part of himself, rather than making decisions based on what he sees. It's like he's now starting to open up to what he is starting to feel and what he's just knows, that inner knowingness, that inner voice he's starting to listen to. So that's very, very positive coming up for the divine masculine at this time. That's going on in his headspace. So remember to just keep your thoughts very positive and send him those positive vibes because he's getting the message, okay? So we do have this card here. This is the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot, but the key word here is fighting. So we have somebody who is feeling very aggressive. So he could be dealing with a lot of aggression because in the clouds here, back here, we have two people that are fighting. So there might be something that he is in fact fighting inside. He might still be fighting those inner demons, those inner thoughts, those inner voices. Again, this inner voice is really trying to come through in a very pure way. So he's very much fighting something. He's still battling something right now. Doesn't mean he's all fucked up. It just means that he's battling something, like we all battle things, our own thoughts. So he could just very, very well be in his head at this time, which obviously we're talking about his headspace, and he's just fighting certain things. He's really trying to figure things out for himself. But the good news is we have the Ace of Discs or Pentacles, beautiful rainbow. Do you see? And the key word here is maturity. This is all about him really, really maturing from these experiences, really transforming a lot of this mental confusion, a lot of the things that he's been thinking, old thought processes, old thought patterns, old ways of thinking that are just no longer working for him. He's been fighting something for a really long time. This is about him waking up finally and smelling the coffee. All right. And whether that's you or just it's within himself where he just finally is understanding something, regardless, it's a positive thing for the divine masculine. He's maturing big time. New opportunities are opening up and he is open to walking through new doors and experiencing something rather than fighting it. Okay. So really work with your divine masculines when it comes to helping to guide them to the next step. Whether that's to you or to, another experience within work or mastering something that they've always wanted to do, whatever that is, it's about sending that positive healing energy to him, giving him that extra boost that he needs. All right. So what's going on in his heart space, how he's feeling right now? We have the experiencing card, beautiful, 3 of Wands. But this for me is all about just really taking the time to look around him to see what he's built up so far, what he's experiencing around him in his environment, and what he wants to experience moving forward. It's about him making plans, figuring out what he wants to do long term. So he's really starting to, again, wake up and mature to what he is wanting to create around him in his universe. We have the Thunderbolt, which is the Tower card here. I love this card because shit gets shaken up. Yeah, whatever. So it's all about the universe coming in and sometimes striking things down and burning things down that are just no longer working for us. But he's allowing this to happen. He's allowing certain things to be torn down. Again, it's about maturing. He's fighting something here, okay? But whatever it is, it needs to be torn down so that way it can be rebuilt again, restructured. The structure was faulty to begin with, and so now it needs to crumble down. I'm also sensing with this card in his heart space is he's realizing that there's certain things that need to fall apart for him. So if he is in fact or was in a karmic relationship with another, these things are suddenly starting to fall apart. Things are suddenly becoming clear. The dust is settling and he's starting to get it. He's starting to wake up to a realization that, you know what? He wants more. He wants to experience something different. He wants something richer in the sense of something more deeply connected, not something that's so surface, whatever that may be. He's just starting to see things in a completely different light. But whatever this is, very necessary for him to go through, and he's allowing it. He is allowing the walls to come down. He's no longer interested in fighting something. He's allowing something to flow, because the next card here is the Ace of Cups. This is going with the flow. He is allowing life to just take him wherever it wants to take him. So he's really, really doing a lot of clearing and a lot of releasing emotionally. Whenever this clears for him, he's really going to be able to be open to a new experience, a renewal of some sort of love. It could be love with you. It could be a renewal within himself. But whatever this is, it's very, very healing for your divine masculine. So again, keep sending him that healing love and light, because this is where he's headed. This is where he's headed. So do you see how so far this is just a totally different pace? Okay, it's a totally different messages that are coming through here. A lot calmer, just a lot more healthy and healing and full of light. And this might not work for some of you, but I do believe that the people that this is meant for will get it. Okay, so this is the message that he wants to send to you. All right, these are the things that he wants to say to you right now. So right here, he is telling you, I am taking the time, I'm seeing the signs, okay? This is actually the Magician card in the tarot, but for me, this doesn't have anything to do with magician energy. So I'm just going to read the card as I intuitively read it. So this is called Existence. It's just about being present in the present moment. Again, we see him really being present in his environment and really taking the time to just exist. That's what he's doing. He's existing and he's experiencing. So what he's telling you is that he has taken time to work on himself. He has done the work, and he is open to signs. He is open to some kind of communication. Now, I'm not necessarily guided to tell you to reach out, okay? I don't want to say not reach out, but I'm not guided to tell you to reach out. But what I'm trying to say is that there are certain signs. There is some sort of communication going on between the two of you. And so he's getting that. Sorry, my cats are fighting in the background. Come on, stop. Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry, the cat just walked across the keyboard. Okay, sorry about that interruption. So anyways, what I was trying to say here is that the divine masculine he's receiving messages. Okay, so continue to send him those messages. He is receiving something. He is starting to wake up to certain signs that the universe is trying to send him. No, get down. He is getting this. I should have closed the door, darn it. He is getting this, these signs in this communication. So he is being awakened at this time. So just have faith in that. He is starting to see his way. He is starting, and your light is also a guiding light as well. Okay, he is receiving that guidance from you as well. Okay, so obviously, he came up here twice. Now, this is the Page of Swords. So this is all about communication. He may still be tied up in his own thoughts and in his own mind to where he feels like he can't reach out to you at this time. It is going to take a lot of courage, but I do see him getting there. Okay, this is the real rocky, hard exterior of the divine masculine. Then we have this beautiful flower that makes his way out of this hard exterior. It's like a miracle, but it does happen. So I just want to put that out there to you divine feminines that are ever wondering if he is going to in fact get his shit together and basically have the courage and the strength to in fact battle these demons and either make that contact or reach out or want to come back into union. And I'm seeing that the answer is yes. Okay, so he wants you to know that he's still working things out in his mind and that he will have the courage to eventually master this and get through it. Okay, so this is the future for the connection, and I have some beautiful messages here for this. It's all about patience and cycles. This is all about just waiting, making sure that your expectations that you're putting out there are positive, not negative, not fear-based. So set those intentions now so that way they can grow through these different cycles of the moon. It's going to take time, but it will happen. Here, this is the King of Wands, the King of Fire, the creator. Like I said, there is something that he is creating. He is doing something. He is on a path to do something, maturing in some way, walking through new doors and opportunities. So maybe if that might not even be that he's coming back to you per se anytime soon. I'm talking about like the beginning of 2018. It might be at the end of 2018. But even so, come on, cat. Even so, that doesn't mean that you can't encourage him or send him that strength and that courage to be able to walk through new doors so he can start to live out his dreams and his passions. Maybe there's something that he's always wanted to do, and maybe before you guys come back into union, he wants to be able to do that. He wants to be able to experience it or conquer something in some way. And of course, when the two of you come back together in union, it's only going to be that much stronger, whatever he's trying to create. It's going to even be that much more beautiful, the two of you coming back together and creating something together. Okay? Hey, get down. Don't walk over the cards. I'm so sorry. I don't want to stop this reading because it is flowing. I don't want to start it over, so I'm not going to. So anyways, then we have completion. Pieces of the puzzle are coming back together. There are certain cycles that are ending, and there's going to be a completion of a puzzle. The work is going to be done. It's going to be done. The final piece of the puzzle is coming. It's coming. So that is just that indicator from spirit. That the ones that this reading is for, that the union is just around the corner. It's just to hold on to that extra bit of hope. The extra bit of hope that something is going to complete here. There is going to be a conclusion. You can count on it, is what Spirit just said, okay? In the meantime, it's about tuning in, not letting all of this crap. This is a beautiful card. We have this woman and she's in this just deep spiritual meditation, and she has this beautiful light around her, right close to her. but she has all of these clouds and all these kind of scary negative faces, like these negative voices, ego-based thinking all around her. It's just a part of the 3D. It's a part of our existence here on Earth, okay? But you don't have to remain in that. Come on, Jax. You don't have to remain in that at all. You can still be in that positive frame of mind, working with your twin flame in the 5D. You don't have to be in this earthly based stuff, okay? You can continue to do that spiritual work on yourself and with your twin flame just in another, in another way. It's just all in the way that you look at it. So you can tune in to your twin flame. You can do it by turning inward through either dream work or meditation or whatever that means to you, and have that positive experience, keeping the energy very positive and very light, all right? You don't have to allow the illusion of what you're seeing in the exterior to actually penetrate you and become a part of you. You don't have to see things that way. You can see it in another way, all right? So then I wanted to ask the angels what information they had for this union moving forward. It's all about being in a receptive state. We had the yin card here with rest and rejuvenation. So it's all about, again, tuning in here or turning in. So really be in a receptive state. Really be open to the universe taking control. It's not really a time for action. It's a time to turn in and have faith in this reunion, okay? It's all about energy work as well, making sure that you're sending that energy and that positive healing energy to not only your twin flame, but having it on reserve for yourself, making sure that you're keeping yourself in a very positive vibration, holding the both of you in that positive vibration. And this is really the door to personal healing and happiness. So a lot of healing and a lot of happiness is about ready to open up for the both of you. You guys are both walking through this door together, okay? You're both walking through it together and experiencing this wonderful transformation that wants to take place here. So it's about transforming the love, transforming your own selves, your own lives, taking care of you, loving yourself in the process, which in turn it's like it helps that connection between the two of you. It's almost about really wrapping your arms around your body and envisioning not only is that you, but that's your twin as well. When you love yourself, you love your twin and vice versa. So it's just healing all the way around. The angels also want to say, hey, you deserve love. You are lovable. So you deserve this. This is coming to you because you deserve it. You both deserve it. All right? It's about being in that mindset, being in that higher vibration that you deserve love. You don't deserve pain. You don't deserve to be in a state of longing. You deserve the positive experiences and the positive aspects of this connection. And then we have all three cards up here that have the word new. Love it. I love it when things come up. Wow, if I don't knock over the camera. I love it when words come up repetitively in one reading with different cards. We have new opportunity, new love, and new beginnings. To me, this is just renewal. It's not something brand new as in a new person. This is connected to your twin flame because I specifically asked for messages about reunion. You will have this reunion with your twin flame in 2018, all right? And it will be rejuvenated and it will be new and it will be because you guys have conquered a lot of this stuff here, because you've gone through all of these things. You've learned, you've grown, and you have been doing the work. And so you will be presented with these new things, these new beginnings with your twin flame. So I believe that is why it came up 3 times. My favorite numbers are 3 and 5. They're very spiritual for me. So a lot of the shuffling that I do, I will take in 3s or 5s. If some of you have gotten readings from me, that's how I do it. But in this particular case, I shuffled I had another love deck and I wanted to get messages again. I just was guided to get some more messages from your divine masculine to you, divine feminine, okay? And this is what I got, and I just allowed these cards to flop out, and all 6 of them actually flopped out at the same exact time. So I don't know if the number 6 is meaningful to any of you out there. If it is, there might be a special message in that number 6 for you. But one thing that your divine masculine wanted you to know is fatal attraction. All is not what it seems. And it's funny because in a prior reading, I got this card here, and I am going to apply some of the same messages that I got with that one too. Your divine masculine is telling you not to be fooled by what you see. It is an illusion. So if in fact he is with someone else right now, okay, or the fact that you guys are not together, you're not together, you're in separation, it's an illusion. Not all is what it seems. What he's either said in the past or currently, saying on social media maybe, or saying to a friend, or currently that you are in separation, that he is not reaching out. It is an illusion. It's not what it seems. There's more going on than meets the eye. So please do not concentrate on what he is not doing. That doesn't mean he doesn't care. That is the message coming through for that. So make sure that you do not keep this level of, your connection with him in a lower energy of longing, of being upset, all those things. Keep the energy high, okay? Because all is not what it seems. There's more that's going on than you understand. This is a great way for balancing. Right now, it's all about balancing. He needs certain balancing and you need certain balancing. And once these things are balanced properly, you guys can come back together. So in the meantime, it's all about forgiveness, okay? It's all about not holding on to things, because it says forgive and forget, because life is too precious to waste. It is. It's just a waste of time. It's just, again, it's an illusion. The illusion of what you don't have. It's just an illusion. So try to get into that headspace of really being in that state of forgiving and not holding on to the bad things that may have taken place between the two of you, or the fact that he's not reaching out to you right now. Really take the time to just hold it in a more loving space than you might be. And some of you may not have issues with that at all. You might totally be in that headspace, and some of you may have those issues, which is why I'm being guided to tell you both messages there. Next one here, he says, follow your heart. It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul. So what he's really saying there is that work on your soul, work on your spirit. Work on what you have, which is your spirit and your soul, okay? Don't be so trapped in what you're seeing. Don't be so trapped in the physical, okay? So if there's certain things that maybe there might be some kind of physical issues for some of you, some self-image issues, that sort of thing. He's telling you, love yourself more, okay? Try not to get so caught up in that aspect. But he's also saying to please follow your heart. Follow your heart. Sorry, my cat's jumping around again. Follow your heart and really just honor that space within your heart and try to keep it as healthy and pure as you possibly can. Just energy work may be connected here with the heart chakra as well. I think I gave that message earlier to someone today. It's just really about keeping the energy clear in that heart area. So that way you can listen to your heart more easily. You can follow your heart if it's in that very clean, healing light and space. Through the embrace, you guys will come back together, and the missing pieces, they will come together, and you guys will complete each other once again. So that to me is another message that you will come back together with your twin flame in 2018. It's a confirmation. But here, only love is going to set you free. Let go of the old and allow this new love into your life. We have two cards that say new love. It's not new love with another. It's new love within this union. So you have to let go of any old past hurts or old past pain or even old past expectations that you may have when it comes to this union and relationship, and the way that you think it needs to happen or unfold, or when it's supposed to happen, all of those things. It's about taking the expectations out of it and really concentrating on holding it in its highest light, in its highest form. And doing that work in that other dimension, that spiritual dimension, that fifth dimension. If you can't do it here in the 3D, do it there. And then once you are able to just really meet there and do that inner work and do just do all that wonderful healing with your twin, then you might be able to actually do it here and look through different eyes, not be fooled, okay? Not be in this illusory state, not be in this mind frame where you're kind of tied up in your mind. You're too caught up, seeing all these other things. It's like tuning it out. You're just tuning it out. You're tuning in and you're tuning all the other crap out, okay? So it's just about really letting go of the old and healing that old stuff, so that way all of these new things that want to come through can come through. I love it. 4 cards that indicate new. So anyways, I just really hope that this reading made sense and I didn't ramble on way too much. It's not as long as my other readings, but I just didn't feel like it needed to be. I'm just done. It's all the messages that needed to come through came through. So I'm really hoping that this one resonated with at least some of you females out there that aren't having as hard of a time, or that you just know in your heart, you know that that reunion is coming. It's right around the corner and here it is. And to, you know, this is what you can do. This is like this last bit of work that needs to be done before the union comes together again. And if you want this reunion to just, you know, last or be in a very positive space than maybe it wasn't before, and that's what you need to get on board with. That's what you can do now to just further help this connection once you do come back into union with your twin flame. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, you guys. Hope that you liked it. And if you guys have any suggestions for any other readings, I'm definitely open to it in the comments. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day.